In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to use automation to archive items in Monday.com. I'll be going over all of the different automation options and why archiving items is very, very helpful when done using automation. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nick. Thank you ever so much for giving this video a watch. If you need any help setting up Monday.com for your business, check out my website below. We would be delighted to help. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Like I just mentioned, in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to automate archiving items inside of Monday.com. Now, in my personal opinion, this is a really useful tool, especially if you've got a lot of items on one particular board and after a while, they're not actually useful anymore. So what we want to do is we want to remove them from the board, but we do not want to permanently delete them. So what we can do is we can automate archiving them after a certain period of time. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. I'm going to show you how to archive an item 30 days after the item has been completed. So as you can see here, I'm in an example workspace and I am on a to-do list board or a to-do board. And what I want to do is after 30 days, an item has been completed. I just want to archive it. So it's removed from the board entirely, but if I ever need to get to it, I can unarchive it and bring it back to the board. So let me show you how to do that exactly. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a completion date column or a date column. And the reason we want to do this is because we're going to need to set that date when the to-do has been marked as completed. So let me firstly show you how to do that. So if we go to automate in the top right hand corner and go create custom automation, what we need to do is define when status, and use the status column, changes to done. Okay, so when the status column has been changed to done, the to-do list or the to-do, that particular to-do has been marked as completed. Then what we want to do is go to the then do this, and what we want to do is go to set date. Okay, we want to set the date and select the date column, completion date to today. So when status changes to done, then set completion date to today. Super simple. All we need to do is then go ahead and press the create automation button. So what will happen is as soon as I mark this particular item as done, you can see it will then set the completion date as today. So I'm then going to unmark that and move it back to working on it. So you can see that now works. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, which is just as simple, is we need to then set archive after a certain amount of time. Okay, so if we go to the automate again in the top right hand corner and create add new automation, and then what we want to do is we want to go when this happens and then select the date arrives option. Okay, and then select when, and what we want to do is select the option underneath when date arrives. We want to select 30 days and then after as opposed to before. So we've got 30, we can have days, weeks or months. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. So you could have 4 weeks after, you could have whenever you want, to be honest with you. And then we select the before or after. So 30 days after date arrives at, and let's say 7 AM, for example. And then what we need to do is select the date column. So the completion date, 30 days after completion date arrives. Then all we need to do is go to the then do this and create our trigger, and then just search at the top right hand corner archive, and then we go ahead and select archive item. So what we are literally telling the system is 30 days after completion date arrives, then archive the item. And that is defined, the 30 days after, by when status changes to done, set completion date today. So if I exit out of that, go to the working on it and change the status to done, you'll see the completion date is the 27th of November. In exactly 30 days time at 7 AM, this item will now be archived, and that is very helpful, especially if you've got a lot of items on a particular board. So hopefully this video was of value, and I will see you in a moment's time. Hopefully you are now familiar with how to use automation to archive items in Monday.com. If you have enjoyed the video or found it at all useful, please consider giving it a like, possibly even subscribing. If you have any additional questions at all, you're more than welcome to drop a comment below, or you can email me, as my details are in the description below, and I'll do my absolute best to answer any questions you do have. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you shortly in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.